So this video just talks about what a system is. So the idea of a system is it's got some inputs to it, something to process, some processes and some outputs. So all systems have this. So if we think about any kind of computer system, it's got some inputs where the user can put things into the system, some way of processing. So a processor that does the processing and outputs, which shows the user what's happening. So that could be output to a screen or output to a sensor or a speaker or whatever. The other thing that most systems have is some form of storage. Now, not every single system has separate storage, but most of them would. So storage, another word for storage that we've come across is memory. So if you think about any computer system, it's got some form of memory, even if that memory is embedded inside the processor. So you can have a computer that's a whole computer on a single chip. That's called a microcontroller. Microcontroller, and that has all of these things on one chip. So often those things are used in dedicated systems. So dedicated systems, one purpose. So it could be a DVD player or something like that. Another word for those is embedded systems. An embedded system. And an embedded system is a device that has a computer built into it. So we have loads of these around our house and around our life these days. Computer systems are ubiquitous. So what I mean by ubiquitous is that they're everywhere today. So almost everything you're using or picking up has got something to do with a computer, whether it's been designed on a computer or whether it's a computer itself. So as I say, your DVD player, your engine management system in the car, if you've got an electronic toaster, that's likely to have a microcontroller chip inside it as well. So when we look at systems, we try to think about what kind of things might be inputs, and there's lots of different inputs we could think of. If you're sitting in front of a computer at the moment, you've probably got a keyboard, which is an input device. You've probably got a mouse or something similar input device. If we've got a set of buttons or anything on a system, if we've got a digital camera that we're using, it's likely to have some buttons as an input device, etc. Our output devices, again, you might be sitting in front of a monitor or VDU as they're sometimes called, or display screen, whatever we want to call them these days. That's likely to be an output device you've got, but you may also have a printer. You might also have some speakers. If you're listening to this at the moment, it could be headphones or speakers, then you've got those as an output device. Processes, you will have a processor in your computer. We'll come on to thinking about how that processor works in another video. And you're going to have some storage, some memory. You've probably got quite a lot if you've got a general purpose computer in front of you. So a system, if it's a full system, it's made up of inputs, processes, and outputs. And this system is going to be made up of both hardware and software. Hardware being the physical electronic components of the system, software being the programs that run on that system. So that is computer systems.